As you guys know, this is also a very special episode. Not only that you get 30% off if you go over to Tasty Creations and say that you heard it here on No Waco, you'll receive 30% off your purchase. Thankfully, they brought me these amazing cupcakes to celebrate our birthday/anniversary. We've been here for 3 years, and today I'm announcing our giveaway winner. So I'm so excited about that, and you guys are definitely going to win some great prizes, and I am definitely going to have to be trying out these amazing cupcakes by Tasty Creations. Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. And welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have a very special guest here in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi there, Debbie. Thank you for having me. I'm Jessica Salazar. I'm the owner of Tasty Creations.
Yes, and one of the first questions I always ask is, what brought you to Waco, or are you a Waco native?
I'm actually a Waco native.
Yay!
Yes, I was born and raised here, actually down the street from here, South Waco, 8th in Cleveland. I was literally bred there until I was about 15 years old.
Wow, that's fantastic. And so you've seen a lot of development here in Waco.
I have, yes, ma'am. I have.
Yes, and so you've lived here your whole life. So what school did you go to?
I actually went to Bells Hills. It's probably, a couple blocks from here. And then Saul Ross, which is no longer there.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, so I was literally less than a block away from Saul Ross. And then University Middle School, which is no longer here either. And then graduated from University High.
Wow, that's so cool. And did you stay here for college? Did you go somewhere, or what'd you do?
No, I actually stayed here. I went to MCC.
Oh, wow, that's so cool. I went to MCC too. So we got those Highland crew.
Oh, yes.
And now you're actually a local entrepreneur and you started your own business. So tell me about that journey.
Yeah, so I have been just baking, as a hobby. It was just like a way to like de-stress, and then also to just make my kids their cakes the way they wanted them. And so back in 2020, as everybody knows, we went through the COVID season. I needed to make a couple extra bucks. We just had a new baby.
Oh, congratulations.
So, thank you. And so I made one cake. I posted it, and I actually made it for my sister, and it went viral.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was literally, I've never forget it. It's literally on my website. It's a Reese's Pieces cake, like with the Reese's Pieces, like waterfall type thing. And then I just kept getting orders, like, can I get that? Can I get that? And it went from another cake, and then we blew up like within the 3 weeks.
Wow.
And then I just kept getting orders. And so I did it at my house for 2 years full time. And so I outgrown it. And an opportunity came about to where I could open my own storefront. Hesitated for a while, but I went ahead and did a leap of faith. And went on to the journey. And now I'm open off of Valley Mills. If you guys are known Waco, I'm literally right across the street from Wendy's in Jack's Stereo. So you can find me at 1014 North Valley Mills.
All right, perfect. And so with being an entrepreneur here in Waco, how has that been?
Oh my goodness. So that's a good question. So honestly, I signed the lease in May.
Wow.
Of 2022? 2022.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like a year ago. I know. We're still new into the 2023, so it's okay.
And I did not get the green light from the city of Waco until January 2023.
Wow.
And so that there tells you a lot. As a minority and as a woman in Waco, it was not easy.
Yeah.
I kept getting a lot of pushback. There was a couple of times where I thought that maybe it wasn't the right fit for me at this time, but I'm very persistent.
That's good.
And so I didn't take no for an answer, and I just kept going over someone else's head to figure out the answers that I needed in order to get through to the city to open our bakery, because the location we're at is just a retail spot, and I was having to make it into a retail restaurant space.
Interesting.
And so that in itself was a big hassle for me.
Yeah.
And so getting over the city permits is a little bit difficult, and it's something that I would love to work on and probably be a part of the city board eventually, maybe not anytime soon, and be able to help other entrepreneurs too, who are willing to open either any type of business, to be able to share my experience with them and help them in any way I can.
Yeah, and it's coming up on Women's History Month and International Women's Day, which is so inspiring to hear that. What is your mission behind your your business?
My mission behind my business is actually, I am a bakery. And so I want to make, brides and, I'm Hispanic. So the quinceañeras, the girls make their day special.
That's so sweet.
And with the cake, bringing their dream cake to life. That's my number one mission. But I also want to be able to help other entrepreneur women to be able to grow their business.
That's fantastic.
Like right now, I've received so many blessings from having my business open, and I have reached out to other entrepreneurs who are in the same industry of decorating and, party planning. And I actually have one, Sonia's event planning. She literally decorated our window, and I asked her to.
I saw the balloons when I was driving by, so.
Yeah, and so I told her to put up her logo because I want her business to be showcased because she did our windows. And it was just a way for me to give back. And then also the Lynn's craft cookies with Amanda Lynn's. She does a lot of like home baking with cookie decorations. So we've opened our doors to her as well. Aww. And she will be hosting cookie decorating classes March the 13th at our location.
We're so excited about that. That's going to be so fun.
And so she'll be doing, a group class and, being able to open our doors to help other entrepreneurs. That is my second mission with having my business open.
I love that. And we actually met at a women's networking event.
Yes, we sure
so funny. So again, it sounds like you're really living that and just trying to give back to the community.
Yeah, exactly. I just felt that I've learned so much. And if I can share a piece of my knowledge with someone who is either afraid to go out and look forward or doesn't have the right resources, then, man, I'm going to share it.
Yeah. Well, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. We're going to take a break real fast and then we'll be right back.
All right. Awesome.
And now for a word from our sponsors. 911, what's your emergency?
Do you hear that? It's coming from the house.
It's coming from inside the house? Do you mean? Could it be?
The Poltergeist. New from Rogue Media. Two haunted hotties talking about haunted places. Every episode we dive deep into the darkest places and give you a bit of history.
We're getting spooky in all the right places.
You've gobbled your last ghoul.
Follow along for the craziest and spookiest stories with Debbie's Dark Tourism. The Stanley Hotel,
Winchester House,
The Alamo,
Hotel Monte Vista,
and more spooky places. Find us at _Poltergals, POLTERGALS.
Look over your shoulder. It's us,
The Poltergals. Wherever you consume the podcast, you can find us there.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach.
And I'm Mike.
And we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the two of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros, Foes, Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hi, this is Sarah.
And I'm Carter.
And this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music. And we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and vinyl. So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
And now, back to the episode. And we're back. So we were just talking about how you have networked with our community and have got to reach out to so many other entrepreneurs. I know that the community is slowly growing. What is something you would actually like to see more of in our community?
I would like to see more of, Latino businesses succeed in the Waco area. I know that there's plenty out there, and I feel like they're still in the shadows.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Waco community has just grown, and we're diverse here in Waco, and to be able to see more, Latino businesses grow out of Waco and be able to showcase what they can do.
Yeah, and I love that. And it sounds like you've already networked with a big portion of the community. Is there anybody you would like to shout out that has helped you along this journey, or just shout out any aspiring entrepreneurs?
Oh, there's so many.
You don't want to forget one.
I just don't want to forget not one. There's plenty out there. Shout out to, Sonia's Events Planning, the Lens Crafters Cookie with the mandolins. There's, oh my goodness, I feel like, and then, not just here in Waco, but my landlord, and he's with LLM Productions out in Austin. And so he's helped tremendous.
Yeah.
And so I know I'm going to be forgetting some, and I have to give you like a whole list of them later. But the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce has helped a lot in this process with us. And so shout out to them as well.
And I love that. Is there any advice you would like to give to anybody wanting to start their own business, or especially Latino?
Yes, like don't give up, especially a Latino woman. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't give in to the no's. You're going to get plenty of no's.
Yeah.
Don't give in. It's going to be scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be scary sometimes. Just don't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
And, eventually you're going to find your voice, and you're going to be able to make your dreams come true. I was always the type of person that I was very reserved, and it was always very shy to come out and just talk. And being here is just, it's been tremendous. We both met Taylor. She's with the society. Shout out to Taylor. And so, being part of that group was just an eye opener. Yeah. To be able to mingle with women that I would never have seen myself mingle with before, because I would always be so closed off. Yeah. That was great too. So my advice to any entrepreneur, especially a woman, is don't give up. We're in a men's industry, but we can overpower it.
Yeah. And, it's really inspiring doing treats. So what are some of your favorite ones, or what are some of the things you'd love to share?
I actually brought you some today.
Oh my gosh. Yes. We got to show them off to the camera.
Yes.
We'll just hold them up.
Yeah. So those are our strawberry cupcakes. It's one of our signature cupcakes.
Yeah.
Like when I was doing it at my house, strawberry was our number one seller.
I love that.
And so I also have a strawberry tres leches. It's the soak with milk. The cake that's soaked in milk, and that's very popular at the bakery.
I love
right
that.
Now. And so I brought you the taste of our most popular flavor.
And are you planning on doing any classes? I know you already said cookie classes. Are you planning on doing any other pop-up events or promotions?
Well, I was just thinking just now that anyone who's hearing this podcast, come up to the bakery and let us know that you heard us from No Waco.
That's us.
And you'll receive 30% off.
30% off. You heard it here first.
And then, so we are doing the cookie class, cookie decorating class with the mandolins, with the Lens Crafters. And that will begin March 13th. And so we're going to try to host at least 2 classes a month.
I love that.
And then once I see how it's picking up with her, then we'll start adding maybe in the summer, doing, one-on-one decorating, cake decorating classes.
I love that. And since it is still the beginning of 2023, what is one of your goals to achieve by the end of the year?
By the end of the year, I would just love to achieve to be able to be able to do classes with young chefs.
I love that.
Yes. I have a lot of nieces and cousins that want to go into baking. And so be able to have a class where they can come and just learn the basics.
Yeah.
Learn how to make a simple vanilla or chocolate recipe from scratch, and be able to learn how to ice, a cake and a cupcake. Just to
That's what I need help with.
Yeah. Just to give them the hands-on experience. And that way, if it's something that they want to do, they can venture out when they get older. That's, my year goal. I do have a lifetime goal that eventually, hopefully, Food Network will hear me one day.
If you're out there, Food Network, contact this girl.
Yes, because I love doing sculptured cakes. That's,
Of the one that went viral.
Yeah, so I love making cakes that look like something different. We've done a couple shoes that, we have online. I've done a couple dinosaur heads and things like that. And so my dream goal is to eventually be on Food Network.
Gonna go on Cake Wars.
Yeah, exactly. That's my long-term goal. So hopefully Food Network will hear me out one day.
Well, I love that. Well, it sounds like you have so much going on. And again, you're giving back so much to the community. So it's truly an inspiration. Of course, give us all your social media, where we can find you, where we can find out more, and of course, where we can buy cupcakes.
Oh, yes. So you can find us at our storefront at 1014 North Valley Mills Drive, or right across the street from Wendy's. We're on Facebook at Tasty Creations. And then you can find us on Instagram at creations_tasty.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with our listeners today. Is there anything else you want to share with our guests?
Not at this moment. I just hope you guys, come out to the bakery. And if you let us know that you've met us, you heard us here on No Waco, you'll get that 30% off.
Yay. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you sharing our story, or you're sharing your story with us today. And I look forward to hopefully one day you becoming a Food Network star.
Oh, yes, definitely. I'm claiming that one.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you so much, Debbie.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.